live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Anywho, though, I got an article that I wanted to look at. I'll let y'all look at a pitiful picture while I read the article, and then we'll come back and talk. But first, I need y'all to do what you always do for your mans and them. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share the page. I'm growing something. Y'all can grow with it. But hey, check this out. I'm gonna let you look at this headline and we go. This. Bro, what it say? Why Marvel may retire Black Panther for good? Let's zoom in on that picture. And y'all can look at that while I tell you what a lot of judgmental people say about the premier Black character in all of comics. The tragic death of Chadwick Boseman means Marvel may retire Black Panther in the comics permanently. Did I not say that shit to y'all a long time ago? Did I not say that they were going to try to kill T'Challa in the comics, just like they killed T'Challa in the movie? Marvel's Black Panther may leave comics for good for one tragic reason. The character is tremendously popular among readers thanks to his long comic history and his phenomenal success on the silver screen ever since Captain America's Civil War. Bear in mind, ever since Captain America Civil War. Bullet point. Actor Chadwick Boseman has brought even more fans to the franchise. Another part. Chadwick Boseman has brought even more fans to the franchise. Even more fans to the franchise. Okay, Black Panther had fans. Black Panther existed. Actually, Black Panther existed before Chadwick Boseman was born. But I digress. Unfortunately, Black Panther number 14 proves that Marvel may retire T'Challa from comics thanks to tragic real-world events. While the character has appeared in comics ever since Stan Lee and Jack Kirby's initial introduction in Fantastic Four, the character truly became popular when he achieved his own book, joined the Avengers, and began to take on a more active role in world affairs. Bear in mind, joining the Avengers came before he got his own book. He didn't get his own book, if we count Jungle Action, 1973. If we're counting his run in the first 15-issue run of Black Panther, we're talking 1977. So 6 to 10 years before he got his own comic there. Anyway, T'Challa was not only the first African superhero in comics, but broke stereotypes of the era by being a highly intelligent ruler of a technologically advanced nation. He was a scholar, a scientist, and a superhero. And all these elements coalesce into one of Marvel's most popular heroes of the Silver Age and beyond. And Chadwick Boseman's portrayal of the character in the MCU brought the character to live action for the first time. Unfortunately, Black Panther 14, written by John Ridley with art by Germán Peralta, proves what many Marvel fans have feared. The character may be leaving comics for good. Recent events have taken a tremendous toll on T'Challa. He has lost his place as king, his seat on the Avengers, as you see in that picture with him looking sad, and he has even been exiled from his home country. His allies have turned on him thanks to a Wakandan sleeper agent program that has inadvertently caused a Wakandan civil war and threatens to destroy communications worldwide. And even though T'Challa is only tangentially at fault at best, the Avengers treat him like a pariah. When Chadwick Boseman passed away in 2020, Marvel decided against recasting the actor and instead incorporated his death in 2022's Wakanda Forever. Princess Shuri became the new Black Panther in T'Challa's place. The movie garnered some controversy but was ultimately well received by filmgoers. Marvel often attempts to synergize their films with the comics, changing the color of the Infinity Stone and granting Agatha Harkness a younger body are only two of many examples. And these attempts to remove Black Panther from his team and his home may suggest a massive change in the Black Panther franchise. Shuri may very well become Black Panther in the comics to match her journey in the films. At this point, only one question remains. Will Marvel kill T'Challa in the comics to match his fate in Wakanda Forever, while other characters who perished in the MCU still remain in comics? Iron Man and Black Widow, for example. Black Panther is a special case. If Black Panther is indeed killed out of comics, fans will no doubt be shocked at Marvel's decision, but it is one the company has unfortunately been hinting at for some time. Was I the only one that saw the writing on the wall? Was I the only one that read right through what Coogler and Moore were doing like Glass? And ultimately Kevin Feige, because he's, got oversight over it all. I don't mean to, rehash old stuff, but it is what it is. Let me dichotomize this article for y'all so that we can understand who knows what about whom. Okay? At the top of that article, it said, the character is tremendously popular among readers thanks to his long comics history and his phenomenal success on the silver screen ever since Captain America Civil War. So this is kind of that thing where if you didn't start messing with Green Lantern before the 2000s, John Stewart is your guy. If you knew all about Green Lantern prior to the 2000s, Hal Jordan was your guy. So in this case, where we're talking about T'Challa, if you weren't rocking with T'Challa pre-2016 in whatever form of media, I would wager to say you are a new Black Panther fan. That's the best I can give. You're a new fan. You don't know a lot about Black Panther if all you know is Captain America Civil War and the handful of appearances he made in various movies in his own feature. What do you really know about T'Challa? Has T'Challa's appearances in movies or even in an animated form inspired you to go back and pick up a comic book or look at a comic book digitally online and learn more about that character? Or was the handful of appearances he had in the movies he was in enough for you to say that made that character iconic? That made that character legendary? I'm still not understanding it. That kind of impact? Nah, I didn't see that. And I love the Black Panther. Okay? Now, later on in the paragraph says actor Chadwick Boseman has brought even more fans to the franchise. That is true. But as I said earlier, the Black Panther had fans. Hundreds of thousands of Black fans. That said, that's my hero right there. Okay? Chadwick Boseman did indeed bring the character to live action. But in the comics, he's lost his place as king and his seat on the Avengers and been exiled from his country. Why am I saying exiled like that? Exiled. Exiled. His allies have turned on him thanks to a Wakandan sleeper agent. A Wakandan sleeper agent program that has inadvertently caused a Wakandan civil war and threatens to destroy communications worldwide. That Wakandan sleeper agent is Jai. If you haven't seen my video where I do a review on Black Panther number 15, it's going to make a lot of this moot. Okay? It does not appear that they're going to try to kill T'Challa in the comics. It seems like they might humiliate him a little more, but it doesn't look like they're going to kill him. Read my review, watch my review on Black Panther number 15, and it'll give you a little bit of clarity. And if it doesn't, you can always ask questions because edutainment is what I do. But bottom line, I feel like this article is pushing a narrative. You know what I mean? A narrative where you want what you think or what you feel to be. And it's Joshua Isaac. And he writes a lot of articles for Screen Rant. So you got to understand a lot of this, even though it has information in it, just like my videos, even though my videos have a lot of information in it, you got to be able to read and listen and understand where I go from fact to op-ed. Okay? A lot of these guys in these articles that we take back and we put on our videos and say, ooh, look what they said, okay, is, I guess, basically what boils down to whether or not you agree with what was said in an op-ed or an article, and we checking it for accuracy. Okay, this just came out 10 hours ago, and my man is talking about Black Panther number 14. Period. Knows nothing about Black Panther 15. I mean, because you don't know what's in it, but you know what's about to happen based on the end of number 14. He's about to confront Jai. And so we felt like prior to writing this article, him confronting Jai is going to result in his death? Or is that what you guys want to happen? You know what I'm saying? I could get on my conspiracy cap and connect it all the way up to you know who, but I'm not going to do that. Because folks keep telling us we're a cult now. I always wanted to do magic. So I hope it's a cult. Yeah. Anyway, bottom line, they may try it because I have been saying that for a while now. They may indeed try to kill T'Challa off to match the movie because everybody believes that Chadwick Boseman was the Black Panther and nobody else could be the Black Panther. Except his son. He who controls the information controls the narrative. I've said that a few times on a video. So do we want the information controlled? I mean, we can't do much about it. It's an IP. So where are we at with this? You know, now we're talking about making things match. You know, now you want to wonder why we still recast T'Challa going strong in many shapes and forms. Because you're trying to kill off an icon, if that is in fact what you're trying to do. Marvel, Disney, or whoever. Has there not been enough? Has it not been presented in a respectful way for a while now that we don't want the character killed off? We're not misogynists. We're not haters. We just don't want the character killed off. Do what you got to do. You got multiverses, you got magic, you got time travel. But I digress. We talking about the comic. Don't make the comic match that BS on the screen. He who controls the information controls the narrative. I can remember watching a Super Friends cartoon and then watching a Batman cartoon and then watching a Superman cartoon and wondering to myself, why is Super Friends different from the Batman show, which is different from the Superman show? How come Superman isn't just like he is in live action, like he is in the cartoon? How come Batman isn't like Batman in the comic books? Because you can have two separate forms of media exist at the same time and be telling two different stories about one character. Like my man Theo say, two things can be true at the same time. You can have Batman over here looking goofy and campy with Adam West, and that media form still exists. But at the same time, you had Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams reinvigorating Batman and giving respect to the character so that everybody no longer attached that corny, campy Adam West, which I did love, by the way, to this harder, grittier Batman that they were showing and displaying. Why can't that be done for T'Challa? Why can't T'Challa continue to exist and thrive and be an emperor in the comics and be dead in the movies? Leave us with something. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And this is just one man's humble opinion. You can agree to disagree, or you can disagree and agree. Two things can be true at the same time. That's called improv, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom line, don't believe the hype. Don't say it's done till it's done. And especially in this game, a lot of people come with rumors. A lot of people come with what they think. A rumor ain't a fact till it's a fact. So until then, it's talk. But if we can follow certain patterns and processes and ideas, we might be able to see, that it is, in fact, something they're trying to do. Until I see more stuff that tells me, yes, they are trying to kill the Black Panther off, disregard all that BS. That's it for now, man. Straight up. But fret not. I'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good each other.